Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of my video. It's Tevin the Merchant here today, and we're going to be talking about some more questions regarding social media marketing agencies and basically the success of them. So I first wanted to start off and thank everyone for watching my videos. Like I always do, seriously, thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. Let's just get started, and I really don't want to make this another 27-minute video, so we're going to try and get through this as fast as possible, but still covering the questions and making sure that we answer them correctly. If you guys do have any other questions, feel free to drop them below in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer them and throw up a video for you. So, if this stuff doesn't sound as good as it has been in my couple last videos, I just bought a new computer. I'm still setting everything up, so we're going to see how this video pans out. So today we're going to be talking about the next 7 questions. These questions came from someone in a social media marketing agency Facebook group. She posted them online and said if you wanted answers to message her, and I decided to take it into my own free will, create a video for you guys, post it, make sure you guys check it out, see if you like it. So the next question was what services to offer, and what services basically do you offer when it comes to social media marketing? Well, this is a pretty difficult question because it really depends on what you consider social media marketing, or what you even want to focus on in your business. Because I honestly had a variety of different services that I've been offering. So we're talking photography, videography, web design, business card design, brochure design, and then jumping into the social media aspect. So social media marketing, social media management, Facebook ads, sales funneling, running ads for Google AdWords, video ads, and then various other platforms like email marketing, drip campaigns, bot services like follow like or things like that, using them to generate some leads and some ground using Instagram. So I mean, it really depends on what you feel you're comfortable in offering. So if you're really good at SEO, or you're probably really good at, say, web design, that's something that I would that is something I would actually offer as a social media marketer, being able to web design for them and then use your web design skills and your social media marketing skills to get that website out there. Can be really beneficial to your clients. So what services to offer? Well, whatever you feel comfortable with. I mean, you can choose to offer as many and as little services as you like. I have been saying to my students recently that you should be picking a niche. Everyone gets so held up when it comes to taking Tai Lopez's course, and they're like, oh my God, there's so much stuff, I don't know what to do. Well, I found it most beneficial to go out there and be like, what do I like the most? Do I like copywriting? Do I like Facebook ads? Do I like content creation? Or do I just like simple social media management? Do I like to just create content and post it, not even run ads, just manage a social media? And realistically, if you wanted to manage social media, you could take these courses, say you've taken these courses, go apply for a couple jobs and get paid $25 an hour Canadian at just any local company, where you're just going to sit around in an office and do it. But seriously, if you want to take advantage, you can do social media management, but they're not going to pay you as much. I've been seeing around $500 to $1,000 contracts for just management alone. But anyways, guys, that answers that. We're going to move on. So proposal drafts, so offerings, packages, pricing, etc. Well, proposal drafts. So one of the main things that I use is called proposify.com, I believe it is. I'll drop a link below. You can basically create a whole proposal package. You can send it to them. They can sign the contract within the package and send it back. So it's a quick, easy, one-stop shop. Everything's done. Now, going over offerings, packages, and pricing. If we want to talk about, offerings, packages. Okay, let's start with pricing. Pricing, it really depends. I've gotten down to the idea that I don't want to charge anything less than $2,500 a month. The reason being is if I do want to outsource, I still want profit for myself, and $2,500 a month Canadian equals around 2,000 American, which is a good contract. That's a pretty steady contract, and that I don't really want to fall below that line because I still do want to make money, and I really don't want to have to do all the work. So I don't want to be out there busting my ass when it comes to the ads, comes to Instagram, comes to management in general, or web design or SEO. So pricing, me personally, I don't drop below 2,500. For people starting out, I would say don't drop below $1,000, but also equate that to the amount of work that you're going to be doing for them. So if they want you to build a website, do SEO and Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, like everything, you really got to tell them what everything is worth and just break it down. Be like, you're not going to be able to afford this. $1,000 isn't going to get you what you want. So we're going to need to break it down to the baseline. You tell me what you want to start with. Let's get that going. And then you can pay me on a base-to-base thing so I can make your websites, or I can, do social media marketing for you, because you don't want to get gypped out on a contract, but you also don't want to be working for free, right? So that's one of the main things there. We're going to jump into, packages and offerings, they kind of go hand in hand. So the packages are just, bringing everything together and sending them off, which I do in Proposify, and offerings it's basically the same concept, coming up with a good proposal offering. If you want some more detailed look into this, I do have an audit video. You can go check that out. I'll throw up a link right here. The next is how to handle a difficult client. Now, this is a hard question, considering dealing with hard clients. Well, when you're first looking for clients, you really need to go in there with a positive mindset and making sure that you know who you're working with. You don't want to be, walking into any business and you just, or maybe you called up 150 businesses and, 150 messaged you back. You don't want to work with all 151 of those businesses, for the exact reason is, like, money does not equal good work. So if someone's willing to pay me $2,500, but they're on my ass every 20 minutes and they're just like, hey, what's going on? What is this? What's going, like, and they just keep messaging you and keep hassling you, or they're just being stupid. They're not giving you passwords. They're not giving you information. They're not giving you content. They're not, cooperating with you. Then it really depends on, like, how you handle, like, do you even want to work with this company? Do you even want to deal with these clients? Well, you don't really. I don't. And so when you're going into businesses, you really got to be asking them those qualifying questions and understand how needy they are. And the reasons you can understand this is, well, most of the clients that are going to fall into this needy category are the people who aren't making the revenue to pay the amount that you're looking for, if that makes sense. So we're looking to close a client for $2,500. Now, for someone to close a $2,500 contract, that really isn't that much money. And if you do want to break it down to an hourly wage, $2,500 a month gets down to, like, I don't know, $15 an hour, maybe 15 to 18. So that's not that bad. Now, that means they just have to hire you, technically, as one more employee to their business to cover you, bringing them in triple the amount of, double, triple, quadruple the amount of traffic any of their other employees ever will, because that is your job, to drive traffic for client acquisition. So you're technically worth more to their company than all of their other employees, but you're being paid the same. So closing a deal at $2,500 is not that hard if you can build that value and showing them that you're paying, maybe $10 to $15 an hour for these employees that aren't providing you with new clients, that aren't providing you with so much value that you're going to be growing your business because of the work that I'm doing personally. You really got to take that into consideration when you're building this. Now, to bring it back to how to handle a difficult client, you want to make sure you just don't start with a difficult client. So when you're going in there and you're asking those qualifying questions, well, can they pay you that $2,500? And what is their yearly revenue? Are they making, is it a $1 million business? Is it a $5 million business? Is it a $100,000 business? Now, if you're talking a $100,000 business, you don't want to be charging them $2,500 because they're probably on their last limb and they're not going to, want to be paying that, or they're going to be like really on your case. Trust me on that one. So if you get into the situation where you have to deal with difficult clients, you want to make sure that you come up with a very well-written contract. I'd be talking to lawyers to make sure that you go over all the information needed for writing contracts, or just get it done by a lawyer himself. You want to make sure that you don't get screwed over in the long run when it comes to any financials, or just doing free work for them in general. And then if you want to go into hand-to-hand without any of the lawyer stuff, make sure you handle the clients, very professionally and stern. So if they're giving you a hard time and they're messaging you constantly and they're on your ass, they're on your case, and you're still providing them all the work that you promised, Make sure you sit them down, you know, get them into a meeting and talk to them about it and see what their concerns are, because obviously don't see the value in your services at the moment, and so you need to provide or explain to them what's going on. All right, moving on. How/who to outsource your work to. Now, this is a hard question because this is one of the best kept secrets out there, realistically. So, how and who to outsource your work to? Well, how is you just have to find someone willing to do the work cheaper than you're getting paid, so you make money. You're a middleman. That's essentially what outsourcing is. Now, when it comes to going back up to that list of what are the services to offer, you can jump to this outsourcing pretty quickly. So if you want to talk about web development, photography, and videography, those are three main things that you can get from basically any university student. And they're going to pump out some decent work. So what I did, and what I've done before multiple times, is you contact your local universities, or you go there and you set up one of those sheets, or, you know, you might know people. You can always message people or throw into your Facebook, hey, is anyone in the photography or videography program or web design program? I'm looking for someone to put together a portfolio, send it my way. I've got some work for you. So maybe you can get paid for, you know, working through school. And that's what I did. I paid a bunch of students to handle my photography, videography, and web design. That way I can still make money. It's not the cheapest way of doing it. I mean, you can go the route of going like Fiverr or 99 Designs or any of the freelancing websites out there, but you're going to get better work so you can moderate it in person. They're going to have to finish it in a timely manner. You're still going to pay them. You're going to be helping your friends and family get towards their goals and their dreams by, you know, essentially giving them business, which you, if they do put together an awesome piece, you can just be like, hey, I'm willing to, you know, help you build a Facebook page, market it, and build your business as a photographer or a you know, web designer. Or I'll pay you just some cash on the side, and we can talk about me throwing together a video testimonial that will greatly help you in closing new business. And so that's generally how I get people to outsource my work, is I just go through students, because they're really good workers. They're looking for money and they're willing to get it done, and it helps them out for school in the long run. And, you know, students are the best way to, honestly, they're the best people to pay when it comes to getting legitimate work from your hometown. So I definitely recommend that. Who and how to hire. Now, if you want to get down to this, most of the people that I'm talking to at the moment are probably not at this step. I'm going to answer this question anyways. So who and how to hire. It almost goes hand in hand when it comes to outsourcing your work. Hiring, I don't ever really recommend hiring it unless you're making some pretty big contracts and you've closed like 10 to 15, $25 to $5,000 contracts where you actually need to hire maybe a real manager. Hiring is the only problem when it comes to hiring is you know, taxes and CPP and EEI and employment insurance, and I'm not exactly sure how it works in the States as I'm Canadian, but you're gonna have to be paying all the things that, you know, you don't want to be paying as a starting out business. So when it comes to hiring people, I would really avoid them. You know, stick with the independent contractors, which would be outsourcing, so you don't necessarily have to be paying all the taxes and whatnot, because you can't really afford to hire people on until you've closed big enough deals and you know, multiple contracts. How to co-promote to grow your Instagram. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they meant by co-promote, so I'm going to take a quick look here on the web, see what they actually meant. Now, I think if they're talking about co-promoting, like basically getting in a bunch of different Instagram groups, that's something I can talk about later down the road. I'm actually going to be putting together a free course for everyone who's interested, and it's just going to be dropped onto my YouTube channel. I'm going to start with probably either Instagram or affiliate marketing, and basically how I've been making money. So that'll be pretty awesome. So we're going to skip on that one. Oh, and the last one was one-on-ones. Oh, so the last one's not even a question. It's just some stupid thing they added at the bottom there. But anyways, guys, that is the 13 questions on social media marketing that hopefully has helped you out. And if you do have any other questions or concerns, you can always feel free to shoot me an email or message me on Facebook. You can add me on Facebook. You can find me basically on any social media platform. I do have, Alignable. I do have Facebook, Instagram, all those main ones. My website is in the description below. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good one. Later.